beautiful light, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda, NailFanatic, and I want to thank you for joining me for this latest free channel, timeless tarot message from the Tarot in the Shadow series. And what is the shadow self? The shadow self is the parts of ourselves that have been pushed down to the unconscious, the parts that we're insecure about, ashamed of, or frustrated with, and therefore repress. The concept of the shadow self is based on the notion that we figuratively bury those pieces of personality that we fear would not be welcomed, accepted, or loved by others. Therefore, we keep them in the shadows. In short, our shadow selves are the versions of ourselves that we do not show society. So what is shadow work? This is the practice of loving what is and setting the shame and judgments free so that we can be our true selves. As Victor Hugo famously said, the greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved for ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. So, with all of that being said and done, remember that if the messages resonate, pick it up and run with it. If not, leave it where you found it. Either way, it's your choice, and the choices you make today will always fit your tomorrows. So make them wisely and responsibly. Let your intuition come into play for you, because this is ultimately why we do what we do. We do it because we absolutely love and adore our brothers and sisters of humanity. We know that the more empowered each one of us is, the more we raise the vibration of empowerment and authenticity in our society. So, after these messages, we'll be right back. All right, let's see what we have for your Tarot in the Shadows message at this time. From the P&Q Oracle, here we go. Getting right into this. Ooh, a good bad guy in the house sharing oranges in the fridge. This is Quentin's drawing. This is an older drawing of his. A good bad guy in the house sharing oranges in the fridge. A good bad really standing out to me because there's something here, with Tarot in the Shadows is about mastering those shadows aspects. We talk about, your shadow traits are those things that actually become powers and strengths for you. They become tools in your toolbox to utilize. It's giving me strong yin-yang energy, so excited to see how we'll be guided back to that card as we move forward. Let's also get something from the archetype cards from Caroline Mize and see what is happening for this Tarot in the Shadows message. Ooh, the card of the slave comes out. Interesting. The shadow attribute says, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choice. Somebody's giving all their own power up to another person because they don't want to make their own choices. They're afraid to make their own choices. Okay, the light attribute of the slave card, because remember, everything has facets and duality here on earth, is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. I love. Look at this energy. So who's pulling the strings? If you're a marionette puppet, I'm your puppet. Pull them little strings and I'll wink at you. I'm your puppet. Make me do right or make me do wrong. I'm your puppet. So who's pulling the strings on you? Whose puppet are you? Who do you belong to? Are you being pulled by the will of other people around you? Or are you being pulled and designed by the divine? So we're going to get right into the tarot experience tonight. I've pre-shuffled and pre-selected to work with a new deck. Well, not a new deck, but a deck that we haven't seen on the channel in a little while, the Affirmators Tarot. And then coming in with the handmade oracle cards, as well as the I Know trivia cards. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be done with that deck anytime soon. It's just too amazing the way it's coming out. I was talking about it earlier this evening with a group of beautiful young women about how the deck is like epic. It's life-changing. I love working with it. And just talking about the detail that's been coming through the experiences here. So we're going to begin by pulling out all the cards for the positions for our spread from the Affirmators Tarot. All right, so we have one card for the situation, and we have you in this. We have the other. We have what you need to know, what you could expect them to do, the best thing you should do, divine guidance for you. And the outcome, the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. Now, it's interesting that these have dragonflies, because when I get dragonflies, like it's a dragonfly is, to me, an energy of meeting challenges and transforming through them, okay? And the Five of Wands is it's a card of, on a lower vibration, it could be very stressful. I mean, the Five of Wands can come up if there's a physical battle. It can come up when there's a challenge. It could come up when there's a competition. It also denotes, in the higher vibration, strength training. It denotes practicing. It denotes continue, try again. It denotes you found one successful way at not accomplishing what you were looking for, so now you continue on to give it another try, produce another experiment, try another formulation, whatever it is, until you get it right. Or you know what I'm saying? You found another way to not accomplish what you're wanting. So it's like, okay, back to the drawing board energy even. The Five of Wands deals with also experiences where you feel like everybody's out for their own. It's like a very each man for his own card for me. So we're going to clarify this with the handmade oracles. So we're going to just lay these out again so that we can just deal them one and done. Let's see what's at the bottom of our handmade oracle deck tonight. What do we have? And it is from the series of the Guiding Lights. Okay, from the Guiding Light series, it says, the words from your mouth speak empowerment in health. Keep talking. The words from your mouth speak empowerment in health. Keep talking. So here you are, speaking out empowerment in a beautiful way. And you've been given the guidance to continue talking. And I see with the slave card, I'm a slave for you. There's this, you know what? Okay, God, just guide me. Yesterday, we had the energy come through of, put me in, coach, put me in. And it's like, you're a willing participant. You're like, okay, God, there's a job to be done. I'm a willing servant. Use me. May I be of service? How may I be of service here to the divine? This is not just in service to people. Okay, unless it is. Somebody here is not in service to the divine, they in service to people. It could be you. It could be somebody around you. It could be the other party in the experience, the other side of the table. Let's see what we have. We're going to start. Let me just throw these I Know clarifiers out real quick. Perfect. All right. Whoa, I'm so excited to get into this reading, you guys. All right. So, beginning with this situation, what do we have? For the love and peace and happiness, try. The situation is the 10 of Cups. Okay, so it's happy connections. The 10 of Cups is all your serotonin receptors in your brain are full. That's what the 10 of Cups is about. It's everything here. Every part of your brain is happy, smiling. We have jellyfish all over this. What do I know about jellyfish? I know if you touch the tentacles of the jellyfish, or I don't know what they call them, but I'm going to call them tentacles here. They sting the shit out of you. It always makes me think about Dory and Finding Nemo when they got to go through the it's not a valley because it's underwater. Anyways, they got to go through the passage where there's a whole bunch of jellyfish, and Dory comes out and she's like unconscious because she's been stung by the jellyfish. So from the Handmade Oracle, from the signature series, the bottom line is it's a matter of respect here, okay? And, oh, the other thing I get with the 10, 10s are completions of cycles. 10s refer back to the Wheel of Fortune in the traditional tarot and in the major arcana. And therefore, they signify completions, levels of completion, cycles coming to completion. Okay, from the I Know deck, this dude was just in the other night. It's Steve Carell. He's back. In the situation is being described with the actor Steve Carell. True or false about Steve Carell from the I Know trivia? Carell's first film role was in Little Miss Sunshine. No, that's false, because before he had Little Miss Sunshine, he had been in Bruce Almighty, The Anchorman, and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. So before, what we got from this card is before you could become Little Miss Sunshine in the situation, you had to get in tune with God. You had to, like Noah and the ark, you had to build the ark. You had to rescue your own household. You had to have faith in the divine voice, the Anchorman, anchoring in the age of Aquarius, 40-year-old virgin, giving me the energy of the Israelites wandering in the desert for 40 years. Okay. And it's like during this 40-year trek being sustained by, they're giving me by the manna from heaven, which would just rain down, and they had to collect enough just for the day. If they collected too much more than just for the day, for fear that they wouldn't be fed the next day, whatever they had would be no good for use. It would be rotted out with maggots by morning, is how the Bible story is told. Okay, so there's the energy here of having faith, of finding your sunshine. Okay, if this is about a connection with somebody else, this is a happy connection. And I feel that both people in this experience have come to that. They've had their come to Jesus moment. They had their come to God moment. They had their spiritual enlightenment moments already. And they have already a tenure in their spirituality. We're not talking about somebody who's newly finding out that, oh yeah, God is everything. We're not talking about somebody who's barely finding out that Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. We're talking about somebody who's been knowing some things for a while, and they're tenured, they're seasoned in their wisdom on both sides of the table is the way it's coming through. Okay. I wanted another cup of coffee today. I usually only have one when I wake up. I wanted another one before bed today. That happens to me every once in a while. I'll crave another cup of coffee. Well, today is the day. So, all right. Multiple choice question about Steve Carell was, which of these animated films did not make use of Carell's voice talents? And the one that did not make use of Carell's voice talents was the Lorax, okay? The Lorax focused very much on the woods, in this Dr. Seuss land, and it was like the stripping of the natural resources of Earth seemed to be the moral of that story. But the voice of Steve Carell was used in the movie Despicable Me and Over the Hedge. So today, the way it's coming through is about in Despicable Me, it's like you looked at your own shadows in this experience. You look at your own shadows, you see yourself, and you're able to overcome your shadows. So there's a connection here we're talking about that is a safe place for the work of self-evolution and spiritual growth. Okay, every connection is not a safe place for that. This one is. In other words, in this connection that we have here, that's why he's a good bad guy in the fridge sharing oranges. Oh my God. And now, just the other night, I was telling you guys how whenever we had a hint of sickness, my mother would get us the Daily C tablets because they're chock full of vitamin C, which is the main nutrient vitamin that's in oranges is a source, and the candies taste it like oranges. So this good bad guy in the fridge sharing the oranges. There is a person here who may be, I see somebody here, you're following the divine will. You could even be being drawn to on the table. I want to show you what I'm looking at. The imagery is everything speaking to me right now. I hope you can see it too. But you feel the strings of the divine calling you in a direction. And the way the body is tilted back on this long braided woman's hair, and the way her hands are tilted back, it's like, no, I don't want to go over there. But it's like spirits are drawing you that direction because it's a good bad guy and they're sharing the oranges. So in this experience, I get the energy of this download situation being where there's somebody here who may seem very low vibration, or they have a lot of lower vibrational speech patterns, habits, ways of saying things, something like that. But something about your interaction with them is healing for them and for you with the oranges there, okay? And that's what this is, Despicable Me. This is looking at the shadow. So I see you have, it's like a shadow mirror, a smoky mirror reflection here. So for somebody, you may be bumping into a smoky mirrored reflection. This is like your opposite. Because it's your opposite, it makes who you are very noticeable. It's like coming out into a bright day after you've been in the dark, or going into the dark when you've been in the bright day, or the color black against a white wall, or whatever, it stands out, okay? Very noticeable, so that you can be able to go over the hedge. You could go over these barriers. You could go over these blockages by looking at your own triggers, by looking at your own shadow aspects. That's what's happening in a connection here. And it is a matter of respect. Okay, so there's something here about all that. Let's look at your energy in the experience. You are showing up as the Magician. Honey, you are a powerful manifester, and you have manifested this situation. Here you are manifesting someone who can help you continue your process of self-evolution and growth, processes of shadow exploration, acknowledging the shadow self in some sort of way. You manifested a connection with somebody here that has respect in it, mutual respect in it, okay? You've manifested a connection here with somebody who can vibe with you spiritually for some of you, but let's keep going before we get too far ahead in this. Okay, we have a Scorpio energy here on the table from the Handmade Oracles. Now, I have this deck sitting here, so I'm going to pull the next card off the top. Because when I use this deck, anytime I get a zodiac sign, I get another card as well. Because I'm the one reading, and I am a Taurus. Scorpio is my opposite on the zodiacal wheel. And so what they're saying is, like, again, the whole energy of opposites attract. So I feel in this connection, there is a connection here where there's opposites attract. Now I'm getting reminded, the last job I had that I quit in 2007, there was a guy, his name was Bob Giuliani, and I don't remember his wife's name. Now, Bob Giuliani, he looked like he could fuck some shit up. He was one of them dudes that wore leather and big silver chains, and he had like a rock star hairdo, and he wore bandanas, and he had piercings all over the place. He was like this gnarly, totally like watch out, almost a biker appearance type of person, right? And then I saw his wife one day. She came to visit him at the office. Why his wife looked like Mary, quite contrary school teacher type of lady, right? And I believe she actually was a school teacher. Now I'm saying it. In appearance, they didn't look like they really went together. They did not look like a match. Now, I don't know what they look like, how she dressed when they went out privately on their own. All I know is what I saw at that moment is what they're showing me. It's like these two energies on the surface, they don't look like they belong together, but their opposites attract. Those two fucking loved each other. They had a beautiful marriage is all I remember about Bob and his wife. He truly loved his wife. And opposites do attract, and there can be an intense love in opposites. So the because Scorpio's here, let's get another. Shut the fuck up. We got another zodiac sign. It's Aquarius now. So we have Scorpio and Aquarius coming out. So, okay. Okay. So, Age of Aquarius energy coming through. It's like you're attracting You've attracted your shadows. Maybe you've already gone into the shadow work, and that's why you're so powerful, mastery, because you're already in this age of Aquarius. Okay, there's something here about Scorpio and Aquarius placements, possibly in your birth chart. Now that we have gone through 2 zodiac signs, let's pull another clarifier here. It says the pendulum swings and an elevation occurs. So the situation here is about creating an elevation and moving the energy from one side to another. So it's like touching on this side, touching on that side, going back and forth in some sort of way. You think you're just going back and forth in some sort of way about something, but you're actually elevating every time you go back and forth is the way it's coming through. Okay, let me see what else we have here. In your energy. The fucking 3D printer is back, you guys. Oh my God. So in your energy, this is interesting that it's showing up in your energy here, because now it's kind of looking really different. It's basically what I'm getting about the 3D printer in this, because when it came through in the first time we used this deck, it came through with the energy of like programming society and agendas and a whole bunch of collective manipulation on Earth. But here, it's coming through in your energy. You are the 3D printer energy, which is telling me you're creating things. You are creating things that didn't exist before in the 3D experience is how it's coming through. So the first 3D printing system was developed in 1981. That is true. And it is something about the year 1980, 1981. Okay, and something that's true here in the 3D print. Another thing that we got out of this was 3D printed bones have been implanted in animals, and that is true. So the animals came through in the same way they are now. It's like you're able to print new energy. Oh my God, shut up. Okay, so now they're going back to, oh my God. So they're going back to the, well, so many readings. We kept talking about the conveyor belt system in the luggage room. You put your luggage down with the ticket agent when you go to the airport. Your luggage gets on this conveyor belt and goes to the back of the house somehow. And somehow it ends up on your plane, you hope, where you land, and you could get it off the luggage pickup area. What the spirit showed is like the conveyor belt system in the back, all jumbled, pieces not working correctly. Some pieces have been moved facing the wrong way. Some pieces are going too fast, and you had luggage flying and hitting the wall over there, building a whole mountain of luggage over there, shit never getting where it's supposed to get. You have some of them where it's just the whole fucking, this conveyor belt wasn't moving at all. And so all the luggage is just piled up on the floor because it's fallen from way up there where this conveyor belt is not spinning and is supposed to bring it down on a nice little slope. Instead, it's fall all straight. It fell. So the conveyor belt has some luggages that have managed to slide down and roll around. There's a whole pile of it on the floor underneath this. You get the idea. So they're like, hold on a second, our luggage isn't reaching the destination. They go have a look at their operating system in the back. They've realized, oh shit, there's a fucking problem here. The conveyor belt system is all misaligned. So they call the specialist in. Here comes the specialist. Specialist like, okay, I see everything that's going on here. I know what to do. So here he goes. He starts putting all the conveyor belt systems in their proper order where they're supposed to be pointing, because something that was supposed to be pointing over here was pointing over there, some shit like that, right? He starts making the adjustments to the speeding and the timing and making sure everything aligns correctly. He gets to a certain point and he's ready to make a repair, but there's a piece that's missing. So he's like, shit, let me call the warehouse. So we're going to call the warehouse. We had pieces. This piece is missing from here, or it was broken, it was damaged, whatever. The piece is not functional. But there's a mechanical piece that needs to be had. It's fucking epic, guys. Just hold on for it. Wait on it. It's coming. There's a mechanical piece that needed to be had to correct this machine. It could not become operational until that piece was available. And bitch, you 3D printed it for the animals. The animals were coming through as the unawakened humans, spiritually sleeping humans. Okay. Part of the reason why the humans have been spiritually sleeping was there is this necessary component that was out of stock. It was on back order. It wasn't available. Now it's available. You know why it's available now? Because you printed it, you created it, you made it available, and you put it out there. Now it's coming through. It's like the awareness of how these laws of the universe function. It's been printed. It's been out there. Different ones have talked about it over the years, but in mainstream society, I mean, the only way you find this type of stuff is if it's brought to you by divine design, or you are brought to it by divine design, because this is information that is obscure. By all accounts, it's actually esoterics and mysticism, but yet and still, this has been widely known among certain circles. We're not going to mention the names, but hidden and obscured from society. They didn't have it readily available. Now that information is here. So here you are, 3D printing the necessary component that allows the machine to function, okay? Because you are a fucking magician. You make shit happen. You have all the resources. You're able to create something that did not exist because it was necessary. Okay. The other part was the FDA has approved a 3D printed drug. Okay. That shit was fucking appalling to me when I heard it. But the way it's coming through here now, fuck the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. What we're talking about here is the spiritual FDA has approved the component that you have created. Makes sense. It's the energy of like you create something here to bring elevation in back and forth situations. And in a way, it's really coming through is the understanding of these laws of the universe and how to apply them beneficially rather than let them happen haphazardly in your life because of a lack of awareness of how to maneuver them, how to work with them, how they function. Because of a lack of awareness, there was a misuse of them that proved to be detrimental to yourself. And once you figure that out, now you begin to spread the information, spread that awareness to others as well, make it available to others as well. So now the component is available and the machine can be repaired. And we are talking about what mind mechanics here. We're talking about mind mechanics here. Interesting. So you're able to, where it wasn't, so it's like you're giving people a key component to their spiritual evolution and growth. Okay. Whew, that's a whole lot off of those little bit of cards. Let me just get a drink and take a breath. We already half an hour into this reading. Oh, Lord. I love it. On the other side of the table, what do we have? So we have the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Ace of Cups, self-love. We were just talking about draconian energy and how draconians could become dragons if they chose and worked to re-establish a connection to source energy. Somebody on the other side is finding self-love who didn't have it. It's taking them from being a draconian, a very vampiric creature, to actually now having their own connection to source, to now turning their own light on and overflowing for themselves. Wow, this is turning into a really fucking beautiful reading. So somebody here was a very dark person. This person was living all the way up in their shadows at some point. But the wound is where the light enters. The wound is where the light enters. And so here, because of so much wounding, this person allowed enough light in. Possibly that happened with you. And now they're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. They've established a connection to source that is pure and it is dependent on them. Now, so this is talking about a connection you have with someone who is a deep contrast to you. They are your opposite energetically in so many ways. But the thing of it is, whoever this is in your experience, okay, they've come to the light. They might come off and look like they're a ruffian. They might look like they're a roughneck. They might look like they're a hoodlum or something like that. And you look all conservative, or vice versa. Maybe you're the hoodlum looking one and somebody else looks all conservative. I don't know. This is the only way my linear mind can put it together. Two different energies, though. And through the healing that's shared between them, because we gave the principle for years, we've given the principle, we haven't spoke that much about it lately, how the healing that is done for you, like, okay, so you have this connection with somebody, you choose to cover things over in love, you choose to forgive, you choose to heal, you heal yourself through the connection. Maybe that person heals with you, maybe they don't. Either way, you do. Sometimes you walk away from these connections out of love. You do that too. You're covering things over with love, and that's transmuting these energies in which when you heal for yourself, you're healing for the others as well. It doesn't mean that you'll always see that in the physical 3D experience with them, but it's happening on the spiritual plane. Their spirit accepts the healing experience because you leave it in a situation where it's karma clear, okay? You do it out of love, okay? So the healing that you're doing for yourself, the forgiveness and the learning is not only for the other, but it's for you. You're doing it for you, and because that's the energy that they are existing in at the time with you, it's done, and they are co-creators in that process. They might have been the shadow trigger, but they're still the co-creators of the process. Therefore, you both benefit the healing that happens on both sides. Okay. Whew, a whole nother mouthful. From the Handmade Clarifier Signature Series, this is a Spider-Man syndrome. The freaking out that occurs when you come into wish fulfillment, since it triggers fears, worthiness, readiness, and belief. So on the other side of the table, somebody here is having Spider-Man syndrome because, God dang it, you look like a dream come true. And they're like, oh my God, is it real? Are you really real? Are you really exactly what you seem to be? And they're like, oh shit, now, if it's really real, I don't want to lose it. If it's really real, what if they don't like me? So it triggers fears. It triggers all these different unpleasant experiences inside of you. They're sitting in the bottom of your energy field, in the bottom of your soul, in the bottom of your aura. In the recycle bin, like your computer, it's sitting in the recycle bin. You try to delete this shit out of your brain, but guess what? It's still sitting in the recycle blend. The recycle blend. Wow. So what I was trying to say was the recycle bin, and my mouse said the recycle blend. And the thing of it is, they're saying the things that are in the recycle bin tend to recycle back in again because they weren't transmuted. You tried to discard them and put them where you couldn't see them, which is perfect. As we, in the introduction, you hear about, the disowned parts of ourselves, Wow. Okay. Other side of the table. We're still on it. It's a U.S. landmark. This has been coming out recently, too. It's the Empire State Building in New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do in New York. Okay. King Kong, the giant ape, climbs to the top of the Empire State Building, both in the 1933 film and in Peter Jackson's 2005 remake. That is true. Okay. The Empire State Building is 102 stories tall, 102. Personal power and authority. This person is taking their personal power and authority, and using it with infinite potential. Within nothing, there is everything. So this person is making a move that's best for them, and they might be making a move towards partnership because they know that's best for them. The ancestors are supporting this person. The ancestors, yes, the dead people, the ones in spirit, they all the lines is in spirit, supporting this one and drawing them to this connection. This is going to give them some Spider-Man syndrome. Oh my goodness. Okay. Something about a plane hitting. Okay. There was a loss of 14 lives. Plane hit in 1945. It was a B-25 bomber somebody here 25 years old, something happened significantly in somebody's life when they were 25, something about the year 1945, but 14, for somebody here, this person, I hate saying this anymore, but why? Why are you triggered by it? Because I've had a lot of fucking experiences with it. Yes, it is. Say it. Twin flame. Okay, for somebody here, this is your twin flame, and you've manifested it. For somebody else, this is an intense, higher level soul connection you have with the person. Okay. Wow. What do you need to know about this experience here? Whew. The sun. Christ consciousness, happiness, pure positive energy, innocence, purity, joy, the happiest card in the deck. We have some dope ass cards on the table. That's what you need to know. Anywhere where this is talking about a love experience, honey, this is going to be one that fucking music, books, and movies need to be made of. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of love experience we're talking about here is what it looked like. But let's see what else you need to know about this. Oh, Lord. From the signature series. Take your ass to bed. At least a power nap, please and thank you. At least a power nap, please and thank you. Oh, what you need to know is you're going to get some clarity during a dream that you have during some daydreaming. Okay, some new awareness is coming in about a situation. So if you're having this connection, you're going, if you have, you're going to have a dream that's going to show you some shit, the truth about this connection, okay, with this person. You're going to have an epic dream that's going to give you some strong guidance. That's what you need to know. And it would be beneficial if you put it to the universe every time you're going to sleep, that, you know, when you go to sleep, you're going to get the information you need for the things that are at hand. You'll get what you get your manna for the day, your spiritual manna from the day. You have the conversation with God that you need to, with your higher self that you need to, with your spirit team that you need to get you through the day that you're dealing with at the time. And then when you rise from rest, when you wake up, you will remember everything. Set that clear intention every time you go to sleep, because something is about to come through really informative and beneficial for you, giving you so much clarity. It's going to make you so happy understanding about this connection. Oh boy. What else do we have here? It's a bird. It looks like Mumble's daddy. And Happy Feet. It reminds me of Happy Feet. All right, it's a penguin. There are wild penguins in Africa. I didn't know that. That's true. So there are wild penguins in Africa. Okay, when you think of penguins, you always think that they're in someplace cold. So that's crazy. This person may be completely out of their element in this experience with you. Okay? I'm telling you, these are contrasting energies. Somebody here is a contrasting energy, but they're coming in and there's an intense healing that happens. Okay. Which statement is true about penguins? The true statement about penguins is their groups are called colonies, okay? False statements about penguins is they're found only in Antarctica. Clearly, that's not true. And they can fly short distances. Okay, I didn't know that that wasn't true. I never thought about penguins flying. But something about colonies. So we'll keep going and see if there's anything else about this penguin energy for what you need to know that comes through strongly. 2005 film about emperor penguins won an Oscar for best documentary. Name the movie. It's called The March of the Penguins. Something about March coming through. Now we've been talking, okay, I love Emperor season is going to be fucking epic. So for some of you, this is talking about a connection that is going to be ripe and ready and come into your experience in March during Emperor season. What does Emperor represent in the Tarot? Emperor penguins, first off, real quick, that's where I'm getting the Emperor energy from. Emperor penguins are what the movie Happy Feet is all about, right? Okay. And the Emperor card in Tarot represents the zodiac sign of Aries. Aries season begins in March. Okay. March and the new zodiacal year, I've been saying, is going to be epic. Okay. Whew. Breathe, bitch, breathe. We talk fast and we talk a lot to get it out. We want to deliver all the messages we have to deliver. Well, we got them to deliver. Okay. When it happens, remember to say please and thank you. I hear when it happens, remember to say please and thank you. Okay, so maybe a connection's coming in your experience, or maybe it's already shown up. You'll have more clarity about it in the new zodiacal year, probably March sometime. Okay. What you can expect for this other person from the other side of the table, the actions you can expect from the other side of the table. What do we have? The Six of Swords. Coming into a calmer energy. And here we have a pelican. We also talked about pelicans the other day. So maybe part of this person, okay, what actions you could expect from this person. First off, this pelican, it's to be noted that this pelican does not have fish and water in its beak. That's why his beak is closed up. Okay. The pelicans were also in Finding Nemo. We were talking about Finding Nemo. The pelicans helped Finding Nemo get to where it needed to go. Oh, shit. Nemo was the star. Okay. So we're talking about Finding Dory, actually, and Finding Dory. The pelicans carried Dory and Nemo in a sand pail, a beach pail, a children's beach pail, from the ocean into the aquarium park. And that's how they were looking for Dory's family. Okay. So actions you can expect from this person. This is interesting. Whatever this person brings into your experience is to actually help transport you to where you need to be. So anywhere where you're bringing, somebody is manifesting in your experience, the bottom line is there is respect. Okay, so something about respect coming in here. It's to help carry you to the next place. So, don't be so pissed off about that asshole in your life is what I hear. Because a lot of times it's the assholes in your life that help you learn to make wiser choices, teach you some things, give you some experience, some tools inside your belt to use. Okay, let's get some more though about what you can expect from the actions of this person from the Guiding Light series. Participation in the societal trend is not beneficial at this time. Go your own way. Don't follow the group. So this person will not follow the group. This person does shit their own way. That could be very fucking triggering to you. They don't do what people normally do. They do things differently. This person doesn't do what everybody else does. This person lives on the fringes of society in some sort of way. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have an actress coming out. Her name is Charlize Theron. I haven't met her yet, so let's meet her today. True or false? Theron won an Oscar for her role as a serial killer in Monster. True, it was the only Oscar won by this 2003 film. So, this person has... Is it really a literal serial killer? No, it's not, people, so calm down. This person has like a very bad boy energy. I want you to know that. That could be what triggers you. Is there something about this person? Is they've got like I mentioned already, ruffian, roughneck. They remind me of Rufio, okay? Because they do things, they like the Lost Boys. They do things their own way, okay? Whew. What else? In which of these movies did Theron not appear? Theron did not appear in Pulp Fiction, okay? So this person is not involved in drug dealing. We need to know that, or drug use, because that's what came to my mind with Pulp Fiction. Movies that she did appear in, one is Hancock. Fucking Hancock is a perfect description of this connection. Oh, wow. Okay. Or is it of this connection or of connections that this person has had, and that's why they're showing up as, you know, they have that deviant energy here? Because in Hancock, when these two came together, shit started blowing up and going wrong. Okay, they were both superpowers. Interesting. There's something more about that here. We'll see what comes out. Okay. And the other movie that Theron did appear in was In the Valley of Elah. I have never seen that movie. I don't know anything about it. Okay. And they're telling me to get my phone out. Okay, I'm listening. Oh my God. I wasn't planning to do all that extra, but okay, I'm not going to be a lazy bitch. I'm going to do it. So let me look this up real quick and see what I find immediately about a movie called In the Valley of Elah. Let's see what it says. We're just going to find some kind of synopsis. A police detective, which is Charlize Theron, helps a retired Army Sergeant, Tommy Lee Jones, search for his son, a soldier who went missing soon after returning from Iraq. Hank Deerfield, a Vietnam War veteran, learns that his son may have met with foul play after a night on the town with members of his platoon. Because so there's something here about this person who, what I'm getting is this person happens to, they might live a certain lifestyle, but while they're out there, okay, they help people who have been dealing with foul play. So it's like they have their own ministry, you know, like, this is my ministry, guys. This is my ministry. Doing this show is my ministry. This person has their own ministry. It's not like my ministry. Theirs looks different. Theirs is more foot soldiers. They're on the ground. They're in the battlefields. They're out there in the war fields. You know, they're in the shits. You know, they work in the shits. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is energy you can expect from this person. So let's see what's the guidance for you in this experience. The Knight of Wands. Follow your gotta take a shit urge. Spirit's gonna give you that gotta take a shit urge. It might come in the night. Okay. But it's like Spirit is gonna give you a urge, a craving to go do something. The Knight of Wands is very footloose, fancy-free, and charismatic. Very much so coming in with that slave energy, being guided by the divine and completely submitting to the will of the divine, being guided by that, okay, is your guidance. Now, from the guiding lights in your guidance, it says you're going to have to do something different and uncomfortable to reach the destination you've chosen. So this could be different and uncomfortable for you to engage with this person, but everything in you is craving it. It's desiring it. Understand that your cravings are spirit-based. It's like what you like, what excites you. Follow your bliss, honey. There's something in this. So here's an attraction to something that's going to make you uncomfortable, but it's going to help get you where you need to be, which is perfect because here you have this person performing this energy of carrying you where you need to be because you couldn't get there on your own. In other words, you said, and we started off saying this in the beginning, put me in, coach. You ready to go to work? Okay, cool. I'm sending you the work. Okay, I'm sending you a partner because this next mission you have is a partner project. You need to have a partner. Okay, yeah, you need to have a partner here. Okay, what else do we have from the I Know deck? We have another actress coming out, and I don't know who the hell she is, but it's Cara Delevingne. I'll show you her picture. You may know her. I don't even recognize her face. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Delevingne was an actress before becoming a model. True or false? False. She was a British Fashion Awards Model of the Year before she did her first movie. So this lady was a model before she had a leading role. So understand that, wow, that's interesting. A model is something that, okay. The designer puts the model and their look together. So the guidance is Spirit has been preparing you for this. Okay, they prepared your look before you go and create this, before you go and create this production, before you go make the movie. So Spirit's been getting you ready. In other words, if your craving, like mine was to go do open mic, channeled speaking or whatever it was, or go do karaoke so that you could break stage fright and get secure in your gifts and your talents to put it out there to the world. Yeah, you being prepared for this. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but bitch, you got the practice. You got the skills. God got you ready for this. Okay. Whew. In which of these movies did Delevingne appear? She appeared in Suicide Squad. So this is about going for transformation. This is the guidance for you. Suicide is a death at your own hand. So this is you choosing to go through a transformation. No, it's not a literal physical death. You're choosing an experience that's going to transform you spiritually. It's going to transform your viewpoints. It's going to transform your way of thinking. Thank you, Lisa. I'm looking at the comments and she says she's a British model who has refused her family's wealth and made her own mark in life. So there's something here about that as well. Thank you for adding to that. I feel like I need to write it on the card. Hold on. I'm doing that. Y'all know I'll write on cards. Hold on. It won't, the pen won't write. I'll have to write it with a marker later, a Sharpie. Okay. In what sci-fi film did Delevingne play a soldier serving in the United Human Federation, Valerian, and the City of a Thousand Planets? I haven't seen this movie either. It sounds like something I really need to see just from the name of it. Okay. Okay, I'm looking it up. Shit. Let me look up what it has to say. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Okay, in the 28th century, special operatives Valerian and Laureline worked together to maintain order throughout the human territories under assignment from the Minister of Defense. The duo embarks on a mission to Alpha, an ever-expanding metropolis where diverse species gather to share knowledge and culture. When a dark force threatens a peaceful city, Valerian and Laureline must race against time to identify the menace that also jeopardizes the future of the fucking universe. This is what you're here for. Interesting. So one of you in this connection is Valerian. The other of you is Laureline. You guys are working together on a mission. I just finished saying this is a partner mission. I got to watch this fucking movie. Is it on Netflix? Is it on Hulu? Does anybody know right now? Okay. I'm going to look it up. So these two, oh shit, they just showed me a dream I had. Oh my God. There was this dream I had and I don't know where I was, but oh my God, there was something about the sisterhood of something. So what it was, the way I got about this dream that I had, that's just come through like fucking crazy when I talked about it's a two-part, you need a part, it's a partner mission. You have to have a partner to complete this mission. In this dream, I was in a planet. Now I don't remember this from the dream, but they're saying this planet had 2 moons in my dream. I don't remember seeing that, but that's what I heard. So I'm going to say it. There's something about this planet that had 2 moons. Oh, shit. 2 feminine energies. 2 intuitive feminine energies is what's coming through now. Okay. Whew, shit. For somebody, we're talking about you and your lesbian partner. You lesbian with your lesbian partner. Okay. And you're maybe not literally physically, but it's coming through that way. That's how they're showing me. Okay. They're spiritually woke. We're talking about 2 Buddhas coming together to do what? Let me finish reading this. Under the assignment of the Minister of Defense. So this is an assignment that you were given. In my dream, I was sitting in a room full of people. It was probably no more than 30 people in this room. I remember there were like 3 or 4 rows of chairs in a room, much like a hotel room. We were all sitting there and they gave us this book. It was a guidebook. We had to read through it. I remember when I opened it up, I saw the name of it, and I have it written down or recorded somewhere. I can't remember what it is right now off the top of my head. But what I remember that's coming through for this reading right now is you were sent in pairs. They gave us missions, and they sent us in pairs to different places to accomplish a task. This is totally twin flame energy. Okay. Wow. To do what? The task was the duo embarks on a mission to Alpha. the Alpha and the Omega, going to the source. The Alpha is beginning. Okay, so what is the source? So there's two here being guided to work together to get to the source. What the fuck just happened? I lost my position. Oh my God. Go back. Okay. No, that's not it. What the heck happened? I just lost my whole page. Hold on. I'll find it. Okay, here we go. Whew. So they're going to a place called Alpha, an ever-expanding metropolis where diverse species gather together to share knowledge and cultures. So going to both of you go to this ever-expanding place, okay, to share knowledge and culture. When a dark force threatens a peaceful city, they got to race against time to identify the menace that jeopardizes the future of the universe. You and this person going to work together to help raise the vibration of humanity and save Earth, save humans, save all of this. Save all of this. And there's time sensitivity here. It's a race against time. And we've been getting the, don't miss that train. Don't miss a party train. We've been talking about, bitch, this train getting ready to move. You better get your ass. Do you hear the train horn blowing? You better get your ass on the train because you're about to miss the train. Oh, shit. Okay. This is a different and uncomfortable method, but yet the most effective message to get you to the destination you've chosen. So here, this is you knowing that you weren't sent here to do this alone. You're not by yourself. For some of you, there is another human you're going to be connecting with here that you fucking vibe with so well. Even if you're so contrasting and opposite of one another, there's this pure positive energy in this connection, and you're here, and together, whatever you do, it helps. It's like creates this healing savior energy. Okay, it generates that. This connection does that. You might work together as philanthropists. You might work together as activists. You might work together as healers. You might work together as preachers. You might work together as teachers. You're going to work together in something so epic, and it affects the mass of humanity. Now, we want you to know, what I'm hearing is, we want you to know that so many times the way that y'all choose to do this is literally just through the ridiculous love that you have between each other. Because see, each of you have gazillions of different soul connections. The more diverse you are, the more eccentric you are, the more diverse and far-reaching your soul connections go. The more different stereotypes you can put around you as different descriptions of who or what you are, whether they be by ethnicity or experience or anything else, aspects of you, those traits that are also present in others. There are soul connections, soul links that happen there. The two of you have so many. It's like the ones you have, they don't have. The ones they have, you don't have. And then you have a few in common. Okay. And it's like, for some of you, this is simply about loving the fuck out of somebody who's a little bit different than you, and them loving the fuck out of you who's a little bit different than them. And through the ups and downs, learning and healing and forgiving and loving and coming back together over and over again, loving even more the next time. What do you think that kind of love and forgiveness does for humanity? If all those soul connections are magnetized towards a similar energy of love by your sustaining in love. That is the fucking point here. Wow. What I need you to know is this: if this applies to a twin flame romantic connection for you, it might not make sense to nobody, not even you. Why? This on paper don't look like your partner. It don't look like your fucking partner, but I'm telling you, it's your partner. Y'all two don't look like you go together, but you do, because of the energy that is created by the connection between you two. I'm hearing, and you'll know that it is this type of connection because the amount of love and connection between you is so much. It's astronomical. It's so intense. And there's never been a draw like this before. Okay, wow. Holy crap. The outcome energy. Fuck. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. You guys, this is one of the most beautiful shadow readings. Now, here's the thing. It's coming out in the shadow readings. I'm here because on some level you've manifested this, but you're afraid of this. Because what did we have? We had Spider-Man syndrome. Or is it that they're afraid of this? Because the Spider-Man syndrome showed up on their side of the table. Okay, so you've attracted somebody. They're fucking feeling an intense attraction to you. But they triggered then a bitch because you know what? You look like everything they ever wanted. You look like their ultimate dream. And they're triggered. But they can't deny, they can't fight the intense connection, the draw towards you. And I see with you with the pendulum here coming up that, you know, in the pendulum, when it swings, an elevation occurs. It's like you, even in your own energy, you may be going back and forth to this person because back, forth and forth, back, forth and forth. You might be going back and forth to between what you're going to do with this, okay? Between do you even want this? Maybe you see this person with their Spider-Man syndrome acting up, so you you kick back a little bit, you give them more time. Maybe you're not triggered by it. Maybe you're not afraid to go into this. But the fact of the matter is, it could cause you, when you see them triggered, you give them their space, you understand what's happening here, and you just chill. The Ace of Pentacles is saying, if this is a love connection, oh, it's going to be made solid and it's going to continue to grow. Okay, but the Ace of Pentacles here, this is about creating solidity and stability. In this imagery, it's in specific in the heart. So in the energy of love. Okay, outcome energy from the feels, it says, when this started, my heart was full of love, but with each disappointment and apology, another piece chipped off. Now I have no feelings left for us or you, exhausted. Wow, this work exhausts the fuck out of you. You're like, I'm so tired of this shit, tired of the back and forth, but yet and still you can't deny the attraction. You can't deny the love, fucking love. Okay, let's get some more. This person right here, okay, it's an actor. What's his name? We got old Robert De Niro in the outcome. So let's see what we can gather about this outcome from Robert De Niro. True or false? De Niro drove a New York City taxi cab to prepare for his role in Taxi Driver. True. Okay, so in the outcome energy, again, in New York. So for somebody, this person might be from New York. Okay, this person might really like the movie or the sitcom Empire. Okay, this person might be a taxi cab driver. This is a situation. Okay, taxi cab role in taxi cab role. Okay, in taxi driver, he paid a taxi cab driver in. He paid a New York City cab in. Taxi driver. Okay. Outcome, taxi driver. It's about getting a lift. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me keep going. De Niro starred in several Martin Scorsese movies. What was their first collaboration? It wasn't Taxi Driver. It wasn't Raging Bull. It was Mean Streets. Okay. Interesting. Now, on this card, in order, we have Mean Streets first, which is the answer, which was their first collaboration. The next level of it was Raging Bull. The third level of it is Taxi Driver. And what I'm channeling in this outcome energy is your first experience in this pendulum. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Interestingly enough, in the pendulum swinging both ways and an elevation occurs, there are 3 points. 3 swings in each direction on this drawing that I've made. Now, there are 3 movies that we're talking about here, and each of them is channeling something very important for me to, okay, the first experience with this person. So if you've gone back and forth with this person, the first time you had an experience with this person, it was all about mean streets. That was their first collaboration. Okay. Mean streets. You dealt with their mean streak. They're fucking ugly. I'm getting Beauty and the Beast. Your first interaction, your first ring around the merry-go-round with this person. Merry-go-round and round my heart. Okay. They were so fucking mean to you. They were so fucking mean to you the first bout, the first round, the first battle, the first time you got into the ring with this person and you went 12 rounds with them. They were fucking really mean. Now, in the second bout, in the second experience here, you have the Raging Bull. Now, this, because I'm a Taurus and they channeling through me, the Raging Bull, this is you standing your ground. This is you not taking the meanness. It's like, I don't have to deal with your mean shit. So the second phase of this is, no, I'm not accepting you and your mean shit. You're not going to be mean to me in my streets. I'm going to show you my bull. You want to be mean to me? I'll protect myself. Come at me. I'll fucking gore the hell out of you with these old horns I got on my head. Okay. The third phase. So anywhere where this is a person you're now coming back together with for a third go around. So in the first, this person was really mean to you. In the second, you begin to establish and set boundaries and you don't take shit. You get stable. Okay. In this third experience, what I see is this person coming back the third time is the taxi driver. They're going to help you get somewhere this time. So they have some sort of resource. They have some sort of energy. They have something to help you get further. It's going to be a different experience. Each of these three experiences, anywhere whether you're going into a third experience with a twin flame or a soulmate or just some sort of higher level commitment. For some of you, you going through a third experience in your career, a third experience in your soul evolution. The first one was about anger and being mean. Okay. The second one was about boundaries and standing up for yourself. The third is about taxi driver. Now we could fucking get somewhere. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. In what 2000 film did Niro play a retired CIA operative who makes life miserable for his daughter's boyfriend? Meet the Parents. What the fuck? I remember that movie. All right. So in the outcome here, there's something about meeting the parents. There's something about you, this connection here. There's something about this connection here coming into a new level where you have all this, you now have all this, because the wife knew. I hear the wife knew shit. I ain't seen that movie in years. Did the wife know, you guys? The hell? So it's like if a relationship is having a rebirth in a new energy, you guys have some insane skills and talents and abilities that make you navigate this situation in a whole nother way. Now, what I'm getting is what has been chipped off. Okay, outcome is something has been chipped off. Okay, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Okay, so there's something here about you. You've already broken off all this false energy off of your heart. Okay, so now you can come in with a deeper level of skill into this connection. In other words, so much of the false shit has already been discovered. Okay, what's underneath has really been revealed, and there's ready for a new level. Wow, ready for a new level. Advanced skills. The skills Robert De Niro had in Meet the Parents, that shit was not your everyday run-of-the-mill shit. That was like, who the fuck? What the hell? It's like that. It's very much like that. It's an energy of you're able to do things, monitor things, see things. And again, what they're showing me is you and this person are very psychic, both of you. Okay. the two of you together, it's like you have this skill, ability to, an ability to channel with one another, ability to work. The psychic energy is coming very strong. It's like you and this person, y'all speak telepathically. I feel like we've talked about this person a lot, not back to back, but this person who's coming into this experience or has showed up has come through before with the telepathic conversation, higher level spiritual connection. This is freaking awesome. Outcome energy here is the level of skill that you have. People won't know just by looking at you, because in the beginning of the movie, you didn't know that the girl daddy had all that shit going on, right? Yeah. But you do. They just think you just another regular person. They don't know. They don't know about what you got going on. They don't know about what you're doing. They don't know about the skills you got. And the two of you together is like, whoa, this is awesome. Wow. So I hope this message has served you as well as served me. It sure was fun channeling this message through. Let me get something I'm being guided to pull from the Journey of Love Oracle. So let's see what we have. Soplalo. What is, give me some messages here to go with this reading, please and thank you. What do you have for the Love, Peace, and Happiness tribe? Show me more. Give us some more. Show me Love, Peace, and Happiness tribe. Show me what they need to see. Okay. Show me what we need to talk about. What is it? Are you going to give me a fucking card, or do I have to pull one? What the heck is going on here? Okay, I'm pulling one then. You take it too long. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. That's what this is about. And it's like the more skilled you become, and it's like God said so. So okay, fine. God said to love your ass right now. So here I come, you little good bad guy who wants to share in my oranges. Somebody here wants to share in the healing process with you. They want to share in the healing process with you. And now God is spirit, your spirit team is letting you know, like, this is favorable for you to do. What else? We have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Okay. And the number 40, I was guided to look at the number 40. I wasn't guided to look at the last card number. This is the number 40. Again, coming up, the energy of the Israelites wandering in the desert, in the wilderness for 40 years. Living off of manna. Getting the spiritual needs fed and just being guided by spirit with the slave energy. Okay, what else do we need for you? It's card number 9. Which gives me hermit energy. It says slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. For some of you, this connection is going to happen in 40 days from the time you find this reading, because this is a timeless, right? Okay. Slow down and allow things to naturally unfold. Pause and allow things to unfold. Remember, don't force it. Don't make it. If it is it's going to do what it's supposed to do. It's going to unfold in that direction. Okay. What else do we have for you? It's card number 50. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. You know, love is the most important energy you can bring to this world, and that's what you came in for. So let's see what else we have for you. What else do we have for you here? Okay, I have 2 cards falling out. I just wanted one, but we're going to take them both, I heard. So, act as if your partner is here. Okay, so that's just confirming. This is coming in for you, most likely in the new zodiacal cycle once Aries season hits in March. Okay, yeah, if you're watching this whatever year it is and it ain't March yet, I'm sorry. If it's already June or July, you're gonna have to wait till next March if you really vibing with this. If it's making your heartstrings sing and it feels like it's yours, and most of you will fucking forget this reading by the time it happens anyways, but this is what's happening. Act as if your partner is here. In your current outcome energy, it says whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you will always consider them. So about being in consideration, act as if your partner is here. What else do we have? Take a chance on love. Card number 23. When we love, our lives are changed forever. It's a repetitive message at this point. Like, there's love here. It might not fucking make sense to nobody, but you love, you love, you love, you love. What's at the bottom of the deck is card number 4. Again, with the 4 energy, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. And it's a unicorn, dude. Here you are choosing to love. This is what I'm getting here. There's a love connection that you manifested here. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you evolve your soul. This is a beautiful message. That's what I have for you at this time. I want to thank you for all the love you give me in the channel. Thank you for choosing me for your readings. Every service I offer, from the blinging custom things services, from if you want a channel painting right now is the time to order it. If you want to get your tarot reading right now is the time to order it. You want to come get these nails did right here, now is the time to get your deposit and order it. All my services, until Spirit gives me further notice, which it is still a limited time, 50% off, for half off for celebrating this 6th year. Okay. And I just heard half off because what has been removed from you, you may be feeling like you have half of what you had before, but it's a celebration because the space is open for what's coming in. That's what I have, and this is what's coming in. What a beautiful message for you tonight. So thankful and grateful to be here with you. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. Is in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And that's all, folks.